Hi, my name is Josh Klein, and I'm based out of Jersey City, New Jersey, in the United States. For my CS50x final project, I built I Saw It Live, a personal concert tracker for avid live musical performance attendees. Music has played a significant role in my life for as long as I can remember. Even as a child, I realized how different it felt to experience the collective energy of a crowd moving together to the same beat and completely losing themselves in the moment. And so, I have made it a priority to feed this passion of mine by going to concerts regularly for more than 30 years now. At some point along the way, it became too challenging to remember every show I'd been to and band that I'd heard live, let alone the details of each concert, so I started writing them down by hand. Eventually, that list became an Excel spreadsheet on my computer and then a Google Sheet in the cloud, which I've continued to update even as recently as a few months ago. Now armed with a continuously growing set of tools in my programming toolbox, I have taken this opportunity to level up again, and perhaps give other music fans like myself an elegant way to tell the story of their own musical journey. The end result looks like this. I wasn't solely looking to create a better way to list out each concert I've attended. I also wanted to dynamically generate a data visualization dashboard that provides deeper insights into my musical journey. Who was the first band I ever saw live, and how long ago was that? Who have I seen most recently, and in turn, how long has it been since I've been to a show? Yes, I legitimately broke my concert seal with the Beach Boys at Yankee Stadium in 1989. Most recently, I had the pleasure of seeing Dave Matthews Band at Madison Square Garden. It was the 18th time I've seen them live in concert, which is reflected down here in my top 5 artists seen. And as I scroll down through the dashboard, you'll find out more information on the artists I've seen perform, the songs I've heard both as part of a main set or during an encore, as well as all of the locations I've experienced live music in. 33 different venues in 14 cities across 5 states. Before I dive too deeply into my personal experiences, let's take a step back and talk more about I Saw It Live from a technical standpoint. I'm going to log out, give you some background, and then we'll dive back in. I Saw It Live is a model, view, controller web application built on Flask's framework. So the backend logic of the controller is written in Python. For the model, I'm using SQlite as the relational database management system, with a many-to-many entity relationship model connecting the tables within the database. The broader dataset lives within setlist.fm's database, which I Saw It Live connects with through API calls. Finally, the views are written in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. To ensure that a responsive, mobile-first design approach was prioritized, I took advantage of Bootstrap 5.0's framework, which was really helpful for including interactive components like those off canvases you just saw, as well as modals, tooltips, and alerts. Now, let's take a closer look at an example of an I Saw It Live user journey. When a user first navigates to the ISIL site, they are asked to either log in to their secure account if they are a returning member, or to register for an account if this is their first time. Either the register button here at the bottom or the register link in the navbar will bring new users to a registration page before they can log in. For the sake of this walkthrough, let's assume John Harvard is already a registered user and log him in. Once logged in, John lands inside his I Saw It Live history page. At the top are a few high-level statistics related to his personal concert experience. You can see that John has seen 22 unique artists perform at 21 concerts in 14 different venues. Let's scroll down and take a closer look at the table displaying John's entire concert history. By leveraging jQuery's Data Tables plugin, important UX and UI components like pagination, filtering, and multi-column sorting were seamlessly integrated into the tables throughout the app. While the concerts are listed in reverse chronological order by default, clicking any of the table headers will resort the table by that column. You can also search within the table by utilizing the filter feature. So let's say John only wanted to see the Post Malone concerts he's attended, or all the concerts he's seen in Boston. Looks like 21 total, filtered down from 32. Additionally, if John wants to look back at a set list, clicking the corresponding row will display the set list in a dynamically generated modal. Let's say John's family are big fans of Genesis, and his parents invited John to join them for a recent show at TD Garden. Now, John wants to add that concert to his ISIL history. He heads over to the search page, enters Genesis, and an API call is made to the setlist.fm database to return the results. Taking UI best practices into consideration, I created this animated activity indicator entirely out of CSS art to let users know that their request is in progress and to keep them engaged during any loading sequences. In the search results, notice that the December 6th concert has this ticket icon here instead of an Add Show button. You'll see from the tooltip here that this indicates a concert that John has already added to his history. Like I said, big fans of Genesis. Again, you click on a row to view the setlist modal. Once he finds the right one, he can click to add the show to his history, either from the last column of the table or within the modal if it's open. Let's add it from here and confirm. There's the alert letting John know everything worked correctly. And there's the Genesis concert near the top of John's history table. You can also see that John has now been to 22 concerts, up from 21 earlier. However, since he's already seen Genesis before and has already been to concerts at TD Garden, his artists and venues totals have stayed the same. But wait a minute, John just realized he mixed up the dates and actually went to the December 15th concert, not the December 16th one. No problem. Just click the Remove Show button and it's gone. He can then go back, search, and add the correct show. December 15th. Perfect. Let's close it out by taking a look at John's experience dashboard with completely up-to-date stats, including the Genesis concert he just added. It looks like John has been going to concerts for almost 10 years now, beginning with The Weeknd at Royale in Boston back in April 2012. And he just went back to the House of Blues for the Mr. Wives and LPX show. We saw on John's history page that he'd attended 22 concerts to date. But here, we go deeper and see that when opening acts are combined with headliners, John has actually seen 33 performances from 22 unique artists at those 22 concerts. John's favorite band, based on concert attendance, is 21 Pilots, who he's seen on 4 separate occasions, followed by Drake 3 times. In the 33 live performances John has been to, he's heard a total of 563 songs played, 412 of which were unique. The others he's heard live multiple times, like Car Radio and Trees, both of which he's heard 21 Pilots play live at all 4 shows he's been to. The off canvas will show John his full list. If we only take encore performances into consideration, John has heard 29 unique songs of the 35 encore songs he's experienced live. Finally, although it felt like John only goes to concerts in Boston, he's actually seen shows in 8 cities across 7 states in the US, and 3 countries. But John is definitely loyal to Boston, as his top venues are TD Garden and the House of Blues. Thank you so much for taking the time to hear about I Saw It Live. I plan to continue developing it and already have a lengthy list of features I'd like to implement into future versions. I truly hope this is a tool that others will want to engage with themselves. I also want to say thank you to Professor David Mallon and the rest of his CS50 team at Harvard. I was overwhelmed reading the positive reviews before signing up for this course, but now I get it. Moving forward, I will be a passionate advocate in recommending that anyone interested in laying an indestructible foundation for their computer science and programming journey start with CS50. Once again, this is Josh Klein, and this was CS50. Thank you.